13 love, 13 wisdom, 13 knowledge, 13 respect. They don't want to hear me, God. And every day I come with synchronicities, I come with connections, and I show you of origin. But every day y'all can get in my comment section and show hate. Darren Kuyu. As you can see this picture on my left, it'll probably be alright. These are images of the underground cities, and yes, they have documentaries of them, etc., which I'm going to dive in just a little bit. But I wanted to show you Dig Dug, because this is what it reminded me of. And I gave you how the pyramids fell in a phenomeno effect when they gave you the game Tetris. And I showed you how all the wisdom and the knowledge was based on a serpent, emerald tablets, etc., and they gave you the game Snake. I'm just showing you another representation of how they keep throwing things in our face in many different variations. So as I'm digging and I go back, what seems to be one of the oldest myths is Zoroastrianism. And I look at the images and I said, oh my goodness, that looks just like my eye. And I bring it forth to you right here because I keep telling you that they all were connected. It's either that they all were taught by the same people, or it's all that the teachings were one. Now, I've stated through passed down knowledge that the original Bible was called the Serpent, and it wasn't like the story in the Bible. It was dealing with energy, and it was dealing with nature and elements, and it was dealing with Kundalini rising up to the pineal gland to reach Christ-like state. Now, here's the connection. Relearn her with me. I can't see the top part due to comments, so I'm just going to read the bottom part. Which are recited in many prayers and ceremonies. Basically what they're saying is these practices are in many religions and practices still to this day. Many of the practices and beliefs of ancient Iranian religion can still be seen in Zoroastrianism, that's what we're speaking about right now, such as reverence for nature and its elements. You see? So each time I go back, I keep finding bits and pieces where they talking about the nature and they talking about the elements, but it's like, in today's age, that gets shunned out or gets ripped out, or they keep wanting to take it out the books for some reason. When I keep telling you, you control yourself, you control the elements, you activate the body, you activate the word. But that's not all, because Zorro, this is who created Zoroastrianism, and this is probably not a real depiction of him, but I want you to look at the elongated skull. Because these are my arguments when I look back at these so-called high priests or the Buddha, or I gave you many explanations of these leaders. They have elongated skulls. And these are the caps that they wear to this day. Don't it resemble of someone having a long elongated skull? And I have another video stating you all your hats were made so they can blend in. Your party hats is a cone. Your sock hats, your hoodie hats that look pointed at the hoods, etc. Now, in Zoroastrianism, there is a story much similar to Noah. But in this case, God orders this man to build an underground city from a fatal winter. Now, the one who's narrating this documentary then says, oh, like he forgot, and then states this, because here it is. I always want to put it in here for y'all, because this is the Naga Serpent connection. That on the onset of this fatal winter, it would be heralded by a serpent in the sky. And those of you that don't know what heralded means warning. He seen the serpent and it warned him. He didn't have fear. They didn't have nothing about the serpent that was bad. They didn't have no story of the serpent being trickery or anything. It was a sign. It was a warning to him of when this was going to happen. Not just feed y'all anything, but actually come with things, because I've always been that type of creator that I explain. And it's not that I don't believe in God, or not that I don't believe in the Bible. I'm just looking at all the religions and all the stories, and I'm comparing them, and I'm showing the similarities and symbols, etc. That's the type of content I do. So for me to receive so much hate, keep hating. I love the ones who love me. Peace, God.